Hi everyone, hello, how are you doing? I hope everyone is doing good. So, welcome to another video of respiration and circulation. In the previous video, we were talking about external and internal structure of the heart. Now, in this video, we will be talking about the conducting system of the heart. So, now having understood the external parts of the heart and well as the internal parts of the heart, the different walls and the auricles, the atria, the ventricles. Okay, having understanding about the parts of the heart, now we move to how the pumping of the heart is brought about. And for that pumping, what are the different special muscles or special tissues that bring about this pumping? Okay, so for before that, before the pumping action, we will have to understand the specialized structures which are responsible for generation of the heartbeat. So that is under this heading of conducting system of heart. Okay, so as you can see in the diagram, there are this yellow markings over here. So these structures are specialized structures of the heart. Okay, special muscles of the heart which are responsible for generation of the heartbeat, for bringing about the pumping action of the heart. When I'm talking about pumping action of the heart, what do I mean is the contraction and relaxation of the heart. So when the deoxygenated blood is filled in the auricles and then it is brought to the ventricles, and ventricles will respectively give the oxygenated blood to the pulmonary trunk and then left pulmonary trunk and the oxygenated blood to the aorta. So how all this is brought about, so that is what you're going to see in the coming videos. So in this video, we will first talk about the uh, tissues or special muscles that will bring about the contraction and relaxation. Okay, so basically the function of this conducting system, the conducting tissues, is to bring about rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart. Okay, now as we know, the heart has four chambers: two atria, two atrium. Okay, left atrium, right atrium. So singular, when we talk about, we call atrium, and when we talk about both the atrium together, so we call atria. And then you have the ventricles over here. This is the ventricle and this is the atria. Okay, so the function of the conducting tissues is to bring about rhythmic contraction and relaxation. So this include specialized muscles of the heart, which are known as nodal tissues. Okay, they are known as nodal tissues. They are known as bundles and fibers. So all this together will make up the conducting system of the heart. Again, what is the main function of the conducting system of the heart? To bring about contraction and relaxation to generate the impulse for the heartbeat. Okay, so the nodal tissue that we will be talking about, what are the nodal tissue that is present in the heart? So they are both muscular and nervous in nature. Okay, they are both muscular and nervous in nature. Means what? They will bring about the pumping action also, contraction and relaxation. They will cause these atriums and atria and ventricles to contract and relax. At the same time, they will send signals also. When is the atria to relax or contract, when is the ventricle to relax and contract. So that nervous nature as well as the muscular nature also. Okay, so this nodal tissue that we will be talking about, they will have both characteristics. Okay, muscular as well as nervous. So hence heart is also known as myogenic in nature. Okay, myogenic means what? There is no actual or active involvement of the nervous system, as in the nerves will not be responsible for the actual generation of the heartbeat and contraction and relaxation. It is because of these nodal tissues and bundle of his and fibers which will bring about the contraction and relaxation of the heart. Okay, hence it is known as myogenic. Though the heart is myogenic, it is not that it is completely independent of the nervous system. There is nervous system control of the heartbeat also, but not direct, indirect. That is under the autonomic nervous system, wherein we will be studying in the next chapter. Okay, you have parasympathetic and sympathetic. In the sympathetic nervous system response, the heartbeat increases in case of fright, Okay, and in the parasympathetic the heartbeat decreases. Okay, so also there is hormonal involvement for the speed of the heartbeat or the pace of the heartbeat that an individual's the you know the heartbeat of the individual with which it beats. So you have all the three involvement, but primarily the heart is myogenic in nature. That is, as such, it is not directly dependent on the nerve impulses. Okay, for the contraction and relaxation to happen. So this is the general understanding of the conducting system of the heart. Now we see what are the parts of the conducting system of the heart. So the first part is the nodal tissue, which are of two types, as you can see in the diagram also, SA node and AV node. Okay, so here SA node is located. Here the superior vena cava is there in the auricle. Okay, this is the auricle or the atrium, and the AV node is located somewhere in between the all these four chambers somewhere over here. So AV node. So hence it is known as atrioventricular node because it is present at the junction of the atrium and ventricle. So the first is the sinoatrial node. What is the full name? Sinoatrial node. It is present in the atrium. Where it is present? Upper side dorsal wall at the back. Okay, not in the front, at the back. Yes, as you can see when you cut this auricle and you see it inside, so at the back it is located, not somewhere on the front side of the right atrium. So this is the right side of the heart and this is the left side of the heart. So near the in the right auricle it is located, and this SA node is the first member of this conducting system of the heart. First member means what? The heartbeat will start or will be generated with the impulse or with the signal that the SA node generates, and then it carries the impulse and give it to the next member, which is the AV node. So hence it is the first member, though that is why it is also known as the pacemaker of the heart that regulates the heartbeat. Pacemaker means it will set the it will decide what will be the heartbeat, the speed of the heartbeat. Pace stands for speed. Okay, what will be the heartbeat of that particular person? So pacemaker, pace generator sort of. Okay, because it is a first member, so it will generate, it will starting point is from the SA node. Yes, then you have the AV node over here. This AV node is known as atrioventricular node because it is present in somewhere in between, near the junction of the auricle and the ventricle. Hence, it is known as atrioventricular node, AV node. Where it is located? At the base, as you can see, at the base of the right atrium only. Okay, at the right atrium only, near the septum. So this is the divider which divides the right atrium and the left atrium and the ventricles and the right and the left ventricles. Okay, so it is located over there. This is known as the pace. Okay. Yeah. The atrioventricular bundle or the node is also known as the pace setter. So since this is known as the pacemaker, this is known as the pace setter. Means once the speed is decided, then by the SA node, then the AV node will maintain that speed, will maintain that space of the heartbeat. So hence pace setter. So AV node is also known as the pace setter. So it is located over here. So the signal starts from the SA node, taken to the AV node. Then the AV node will further give it to the next member. So the first member is SA, second member is AV node. Now the third member, these you can see the fibers coming down and running in the walls of the septum as well as the ventricle. Yeah, so this is known as bundle of Hayes or Purkinje fibers. Okay, so the next member is, like you can see over here in this animation, it begins from the SA node, the signal carried forward to the AV node. This is here is the bundle of His, and then the signal, this is how it travels. Okay, and this will bring about a contraction of when the signal is in the atrium, contraction will be brought about here, and when the signal passes over here, then the contraction will be brought about here. Okay, that we will see in the next video. how the contraction and relaxation happens. Then the third member is bundle and fibers. So arterioventricular bundle, as you can see in this diagram, branches of the arterioventricular bundle. So this is your AV bundle, this bundle. They are made up of special muscles. Okay, all the nodal tissue as well as these bundle fibers. Okay, they will arise from the AV node. See, as you can see, they are arising from the AV node and then they branch out. Okay, and they pass through the septum. This septum which is present is known as AV septum, arterioventricular septum, and then it divides into right and left, as you can see. Okay, and each branch passes through the ventricular wall of its side. So as you see over here, this is passing, dividing, and going to the right and left ventricle and occupying the walls. Okay, and then you have the Purkinje fibers. From the walls, the bundle of hairs, they further branch out. Okay, so AV bundles in the ventricular wall will further break into minute fibers. So this AV bundle which got divided and went into the right and left side of the ventricle walls, now they will further branch out into small fibers which are known as Purkinje fibers. Okay, so these fibers along with the bundle are known as bundle of hairs together. Okay, so these are the next members. Let's say this is the fourth member and this is third and the fourth member of the conducting system. So starting from here, as you see the arrow, the impulse or the signal is traveled to the AV node, then to the muscle fibers over here, and then to the Purkinje fibers, and then that is how. This is a one part of the story. So what is the effect of the signal? We will see in the next video how contraction and relaxation will happen. Okay. So moving forward, SA node initiates the heartbeat and sends out an excitation signal as we have just discussed, and this is for approximately 0.8 seconds, and this will cause the arteria to contract. Okay, so when the impulse or when the signal is generated, initiated, the word is initiated, heartbeat is initiated. Okay, this brings about contraction of the auricles. The auricle, right auricle and left auricle. Contraction means what? The blood, deoxygenated blood which entered the auricle from the superior vena cava and over here. Okay, so the auricles are having deoxygenated blood. The auricles are having what? Deoxygenated blood. Okay, so now they are filled with deoxygenated blood. This deoxygenated blood will be pumped into the ventricles. Okay, so when they are filled, this SA node will initiate the signal and they will start the contraction. What will happen? A pressure will be created on the auricular walls, on the arterial walls, and due to the pressure created, the walls will open and then the blood will flow into the ventricles, and simultaneously from the SA node, the signal is traveled or transferred to the AV node. Okay, which will then bring about the contraction of the ventricles, because once the artery will fill, now they will empty into ventricles will fill. Okay, like that. So impulse from the SA node pass slowly to the AV node, and then the impulse will travel rapidly along the AV node and Purkinje fibers. Okay, so this is how the travel of impulse or the signal will take place. Okay, so after the contraction of the auricles, now who will contract? Ventricles will contract, because now the blood has traveled from the auricles to the ventricle. Now ventricles are full, so ventricle will contract. So that full the blood when fills the ventricles, now there is pressure on the walls of the ventricle, and also the signal has traveled from the AV node to the Purkinje fibers, bundle of his. Now this will create pressure and the ventricles will contract. When the ventricles will contract, where the blood will go? Yeah. So the blood will not go back to the auricle. The blood will go respectively to the pulmonary, left pulmonary trunk for oxygenation. Okay, like this, somewhat like this. So this is happening simultaneously. Okay, this is happening what? Simultaneously. The signal sending, and you can see the blood first coming from the auricle, then entering the auricle. Sorry, I was so sorry. I said this and this chamber will have deoxygenated blood. No, sorry, I meant right side. The right side of the heart will have the deoxygenated blood, and the left side will have the oxygenated blood. So that was a mistake. Right side will have the oxygenated blood, and the left side of the blood, of the heart will carry oxygenated blood. Okay, so I was just wondering how come both auricles will have deoxygenated blood. So that was a mistake. Okay? So this deoxygenated blood will be given to the pulmonary trunk for oxygenation, and the oxygenated blood will be given to aorta, and this aorta will distribute or transport oxygenated blood to different parts of the body wherever required. So this is the biggest artery, right? So for this to happen, this is happening. Okay, the impulse will generate and it will bring about contraction and relaxation. So see, when the ventricles are so this is contraction, as you can see, when the blood is pumped from the auricle into the ventricle and ventricle into the trunk, this is contraction, and when it is filling, that is relaxation. Okay, so this is all about the conducting system of the heart. Now we will move to the pumping action of the heart in the next video. Okay, so thank you, take care, see you in the next video, keep revising. Bye bye.